You ain't ever bite your food and then like you don't see a piece of fork and you be like, oh shit, where'd that go?
I ate it.
Man, yo, I used to go off on these in my basement, just by myself, doing a PSA.
My man Ben.
Yeah, man. Hey, that was practice though.
Word.
That was a practice. Cause I feel like I'm about to sound like one of them podcasts here, so I feel like I'm about to sound just like one of them. But nah, I feel like a lot of people don't take the time to practice and invest in their craft. Like they say they want to do something, but they make excuses. Mm-hmm. Like I'm so literal to the point where if I say like, yo, this is how you edit this video, or you got time to edit videos, you just choose not to. You choose to go on Instagram because then they say I'm too busy to do something.
Word.
I don't have the time. But I'm like, you do have the time. You just choose to use it on other things and then say you're busy. Because
priorities.
Exactly.
What you prioritize.
Hey, so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, how bad do you want whatever it is that you are like trying to do?
I mean, sometimes, bro, they try to emulate. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see a family that blows up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 kids, mom, dad, and like in reality, people are thinking like, oh, these people just put up a camera and then this is their life.
Yeah,
like
which
is not the case.
It's not.
They probably spent 1, 2, 3 hours just sitting there with no camera, trying to figure out what they're going to do on camera. You know what I mean? So that it looks to you like, like it's just everyday life for them, and it probably is not.
No, like
it's probably not.
And that's when I realized we're in the facade era. Like I understand, like people purposely make shit look like what it's not. Like that's like a thing for people. They're like, you know what? Like I'm gonna purposely make it look this way or that way. But
it's a shiny effect. The shinier it is, the shinier the toy is.
But my thing is though, it's like I just can't understand for the life of me how you say you want to do something, but then you don't really do it to the fullest extent.
Cause they don't be knowing what it takes.
Like, and then when they get into what it takes, it's like, damn, this a lot.
This a lot. Oh, I'm like, oh damn, I didn't know it was gonna be this.
Like, but also too, like to the other side of, I've complained some days where I'm like, yo, this is a lot. Like, it's mad people hit me up. Like, it's getting annoying how many people hit me up. Granted, they don't know that people are hitting me up personally.
You signed up for this in their eyes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also too, it's like, I don't want people to feel like that I'm ignoring them as well, because when I don't hit somebody back or respond, like it comes off like I'm just like on some bougie shit.
Word. He's like, oh, too good. Too good for them. Like,
when it's
that's
like,
not the case.
No, that's not the case too. Like, I don't want to like come off, well, I don't really care, but it's like certain people, I don't really feel like, I wouldn't say I don't want you per se on the episode, but that's not the direction I'm going in.
Sometimes people pay more attention to the unspoken than the spoken.
Which is weird.
Which is very weird. But
you're right.
But if you think about it,
I gotta look at it that way.
Hearing is only one sense. Mm-hmm. So in reality, you should be putting what like, it's like 20% or something like that, 15%, only 15% in it.
Yeah.
Because you should be paying attention to everything else, and that's why the unspoken, body language, you know what I mean, how you're looking, facial expression, that's why that, you know what I mean, it carries so much weight.
But I guess when people see like what we got going on, like they look at it as like, all right, and this other part too, like it's just me and KC running the whole band right
Word,
now.
Bro.
Like this not like I want people to understand that like there isn't this big whole grandiose team. Like it
is a big grandiose team.
I mean yeah, but I'm saying as far as heads, like and it ain't, you're right. It is a big team, but as far as heads, like people, like other bodies, it's not that. Like, and I'm not even talking about WAP, you feel me? Because he plays a major role.
Very major.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm talking about as far as like
back end.
Like, yeah, that part, like that right there is me and him putting in the work and not making an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Finding a way.
Like I didn't make an excuse of why I couldn't edit a video, why I couldn't fix the audio. The only excuse is I'm not near my computer.
Yep.
But even most times I got something on Dropbox. Like it's
go.
You see what I'm saying?
Hit the cap cut.
Like so it's right there. However though, like I understand why some people don't really like put their all into it, but I'm just saying for what we got going on, what we're doing, like me and you are putting in our all to this like podcast and even the stuff we do outside of it. But I just want people to realize I'm like, it's not like a bunch of people. So if I don't respond, it's not on purpose. I don't have like the big people running the socials for us, and then we can do this, and then we got the team that can do that. Like that's not like sometimes you got to realize when you running a business, you got to cut costs, like, and you got to move smart. Like if that's something you can't afford, learn it yourself.
Facts.
Like, so you saying, oh, I can't do this, or I don't know how to do that. Like, I didn't know how to edit videos. I really did. Like, when I got into this, like, I did not know nothing about editing no video. Like, zero. Like, the most I probably did was what came on the iPhone. What's the joint? The
iMovie?
Yeah. You feel me? And we all fucked around the iMovie
Way
before.
back in the day.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we all done fucked around
default fonts and transitions.
We ain't know what the hell we was doing. Throwing templates on there. I didn't know what a template was. Like, I'm like, what the hell? But it was, shout out to Corey. He gave me his computer one day after we shot some shit at the crib on the couch. And he was like, yeah, you can use my computer. The top editing programs, and Adobe popped up. Boom, did the free trial. You feel me?
That's crazy.
You feel me? Did the free trial, and then I taught myself how to edit videos.
Right off that, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't make an excuse. I'm trying to get people to see. It's like, yo, when you make excuses when you got going on, like, don't be surprised when you don't really see the results on the back end. Like, this shit took years to get to the Chris videos that we got, the fancy edits that we got. Like, man, look, if you really see this stuff from 2019, come on, man.
Hoodcast.
and yeah, for real. And that was when things started getting popping on YouTube, as far as like people uploading their own shit.
Yep.
Like whether if it was those little web series, stuff like that. Like I saw those people, and I was like, yo,
streaming era.
You got a bunch of people from the hood that probably know a little bit about movie and filming and directing and shit.
About a little bit.
Found a bunch of people and was like, yo, let's shoot a series.
Why not?
Like, you see what I'm saying? So I'm like, those people figured it out. Like, if you even at work, like, if it's something that you want to do, you're gonna figure it out. Like, you're not gonna make an excuse. So I feel like a lot of people jump into things that they don't really want to do. It's just a trend, and I feel like that's really kind of like brings it back. I'm like, people tend to get into things because it's the trend. It's like, you know what? Oh, they doing that? I'm about to do it. Like, oh, they doing that? It's like the workout trend. Soon as the new year get here.
And you know why? And at least in podcasts, why you could tell that it's a trendy thing.
Oh man,
you know why? Everybody's trying to do a video podcast.
Bingo.
Wait.
Bingo.
Why are we all trying to shoot video? I don't get it.
Like, because you know why? All right. So I understand why people are trying to do the video, but people are skipping steps in the process.
Exactly. Like, bro, like, get your audio correct. Get the show design correct.
Please, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, please, yo. Like, granted, me and you are big like sticklers in this, but it's like, yo, the audio, like that will make your video look 10 times better, because you can do everything all day long on the video, make it look popping, do the whole little thing. But if that audio don't really hit,
they're gonna be in the AirPods sounding crazy, bro.
See what I'm
like,
saying?
I can't do this.
Can't really
like,
tolerate.
word.
Yeah, like, you see this.
They're like, dude taking the headset off, like,
yeah, the little meme.
White dude taking the headset off.
Hey, yo, nah, for real.
Could be saying the most profound,
yes,
most intelligent,
yes,
instructional,
yes,
helping people.
Yes.
Won't matter.
But and that's the thing too, like, you need to like put your all into whatever it is that you're doing production wise. Like, like, don't feel like it's just okay.
Exactly.
like you can't, like, if you're gonna do the video shit, make sure it's better than okay.
Facts.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, make sure it's good, and then take time to figure out whatever it is that works for you. If you're gonna do something off the iPad, there's things to make your audio sound good on the iPad. There's mics to plug in for that. There's splitters for that. Like, and this goes to the money part of it. All right, people buy weed. Facts. People buy junk food. People buy liquor.
I was about to say alcohol. There you
go. They go buy sneakers and clothes. Like, they go buy all these miscellaneous things. You might hit Target.
Tops every 6 months.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you spending money on that. But then you saying like, oh, like, all right, so boom, perfect example. This mic right here, $100. $150.
Okay.
Pair of sneakers somebody would have bought. They'd have been like, yo, you seen the new Jones that come out?
It's a fact.
They want 75.
They'd have been on. I got it. Got it on the Nike app.
They buying it right away. You feel me? Immediately. But they won't go buy this right away.
Yeah, bro. They can't. It don't benefit them the way that those shoes benefit them.
Ooh, that's a bar.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I could never say that. There's no shoes that could benefit me more than certain pieces of technology. But
mentality that we have is more of a, I'm going to be able to get those shoes on the back end of this once I start making them.
Fake it till you make it. Like, a lot of people in the fake it till you make it league.
Like, but and then my thing is too, when you come into it yourself and who you are, people are going to accept who you are from the rip versus when you try to be somebody you're not.
You'll find your crowd.
Yes.
You don't. Maybe the crowd that you're trying to aspire to be in is not your crowd.
It's not your crowd. Like the chick that's out of your league. You like, come on, bro.
Maybe let's level up a little bit before you Adele.
Before you shoot. Exactly. I'm not saying you can't never get it.
If you shoot now, it's gonna be a hard miss, and everybody's gonna be like, all right, we're not fucking with that guy ever. Yep. Even if you come up. And then it's gonna be, you know what I mean, a cold shoulder type of thing. When in reality, you should have did your due diligence, studied the craft. So then now when you step into it, it's like, okay, this person has something to say. You know what I mean? This person, I can learn from this person.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's a building instead of a take. What do you like when you head up to like a big podcast? What would be something you tell a person starting a podcast? Like, come on, bro. Like
really?
Watch the podcast.
Hey.
Learn, figure out what we say stuff all the time, or people say stuff all the time. Pay attention.
Pay attention. That's the key thing.
Ask dumb questions like that, bro.
Like,
it's not even a dumb question. It's just it's a lack of accountability, a lack of you tried to do something before asking me questions.
Like, and also too, like to add on to that, I feel like a lot of people don't really study what they do before they get into it.
Yep, like you said earlier.
Like y'all literally is just jumping into it. Like, just no, like
belly flop,
just head first. Like, you feel me? And then you wondering why, like, yeah, man, this shit ain't like. Normally people that hit me up like, yo, bro, I'm trying to do this, that, third, or whatever with the podcast. Like, help me out, blase. And I'm like, all right, yeah. I'm like, yeah, so you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta spend money on this, you gotta do that. And they like, word?
Whoa, wait a second. I just want to record an episode. I'm like, yeah, bro, I know. Yeah. This is what it takes. Like, what do you thought, bro? It's not just hop on the mic, like, because the thing that we don't have, you know what I mean, is that we don't have that fame. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm looking for it, but that is what do they call it? Equity. You know what I mean? Like brand equity that we didn't walk into this with.
Yeah, like why do I want to fuck with you?
I got to answer that question to myself.
Exactly.
Why would I tune into this podcast? And you can't base it off of, because I'm talking. You know what I mean? So it's the things that
and people love how I talk. They love what I say when I'm out there moving in the streets or whatnot.
You've seen how many podcasts you've swiped past. Yep. You've seen how many tracks you swipe past, movies, TV shows. What makes yours stand out against those?
Exactly.
And if it doesn't, guess how your podcast is going to do?
You guessed it. Hey,
you know what I mean? No shade. It's no shade at all. It's just a thing so that you could work better. But mainly the idea is that why would someone that is in California that can do the exact same thing you're doing, why do they want to listen to you?
Like and you have to like to ask yourself that and then deliver. Like and once
unbiasedly.
And this is the part where I try to get people to see. I'm like, yo, people see all this stuff we got now, the lights, the cameras, and all that other stuff. And I'm like, yo, like I said, it took us a long time to get there. Baby steps, bro. But also, too, like, we've built an audience of people that actually want to listen.
Yep.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, I reached out to people when I first started this particular podcast. Community. For a year straight, we was interacting with new people every week. I'm talking people we didn't even know. Like, go back and listen to like the older episodes, and you see consistently each episode was a new person. And you know what this was before? Mm-hmm. Video podcast.
Yep.
We were doing a video, but it was audio was the thing. So you see what I'm saying? Like, start with the audio. Start with that. Make sure that's right before you get to the video. And then when we started getting new people on, we started learning new things. We started meeting new people. Like, then we built up an audience to where it's like, okay, damn, I like that. Like, oh, damn, you know what? Because the one time where I don't think we told this story, but people around us know. But it's like the one day me and you we did 3 episodes in one day.
Word.
I'm talking about back to back to back, like no breaks in between. Like, I'm talking about we had the one guest on, rocked out for like an hour, finished that one up, had the other guest ready, knocked that out. In the middle of the second episode, I got the text about the third episode. Like, yo, can my cousin come on? I'm like, all right, yeah, cool.
Word.
Jump right into that. To the point where KC was in the back, like, yo, bro, I have nothing left on the camera.
Bro,
like, the camera
SD
dying.
card is
SD full.
I mean, yeah, full. Like, I was like, bro, I didn't plan for this.
Like, we did not plan for this at all, yo.
Oh,
like,
man, before we hit the 128, so
like,
we on 64.
64 is what it
16.
though. Baby steps. Like, you see what I'm saying? But also then we learn from that. We said, all right, look, you know what? If we ever do that again, if it ever happens that way, we're gonna make sure we got you with our extra batteries, bigger SD card,
some sort of system, so that, all right, this camera's done or this battery's done. Let's pop one and pop another one in, or let's charge it during this hour of switching out people or whatever that system is. And that's the thing that people also get confused with us, is that the system that you see for other people, that's not our system,
that's
bro.
Them.
That's them.
Yeah,
and they're doing great with it. They love it. I love it for them and everything, but I'm not them. I don't have extra people to do certain things.
Yes.
I don't gotta worry about kids, so I gotta do other things. So some places that these people can't do things, I could do things. You know what I mean? And that's the art in podcasting.
Yes.
Because it's so new.
Yes.
You find your way to do it, and you keep it moving. You know what I mean?
That's your way.
That's your way.
And
now
that's
you just
okay.
gotta critique it so that the audience, the masses, will receive you. You know what I mean? The way that you want them to.
And that's you finding yourself and giving them something to invest in too.
Facts.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Facts.
But real quick, because we are the podcasting. But welcome back to a PSA episode. So this is the PSA for the new people. Like I said in the beginning, like I've done this in the past where I just kind of give everybody an update on the show of what we got going on, what we've accomplished over the years, and you know how you can contact us, because a lot more people are reaching out to us now. Whether if it's to get on the pod, whether it's to reach out to KC personally for him to do something for you as well. So we're gonna kind of get into that, and the art of respecting people's time as well when it comes to like the podcast and whatnot.
Biggest currency now.
Right now. So yeah, welcome back to another episode of FTE Podcast. You got your host Cool Dex, Smoothie Dex, Driver Dex. Shout out to WAP. We recording on a random day, so this is not the day that he would be here. You feel me? Should I tell him about the basement, or wait, just pop up?
Nah,
with it?
just
pop up with it. Pop up with it. The ones that
Stuff
know.
in the tuck,
Yeah. We better living for y'all coming up. You feel me? But as y'all don't know, yeah, KC, he back there.
We're in the back,
You feel me? But nah, yeah. So the art of podcasting, 'cause I feel like a lot of people forget like podcasting is some form of like radio/journalism, depending on what your
lane is,
what you're doing, because some podcasts are doing the research, they're doing the what's that, the fucking what's the side note to that, the cliff notes,
notes.
Okay.
Okay.
They doing all that.
Got your investigative podcast,
and you just took the words right out of my mouth. So when I started doing the murder mystery podcast, that kind of taught me better on how to do this.
I'm sure.
Like,
you're talking with yourself. You're not talking to anybody. You're talking with yourself about a topic for 20 minutes at least.
Like, I was doing 30 to 40 minutes recapping shows and whatnot, so I had to take the notes while I'm watching the show. I had to watch the show fully through, then watch it again and take notes, then make the notes make sense.
Makes sense, yeah. Like what?
Hey,
this nigga's hat turned yellow. What are we talking about?
Exactly, to make it connect with the people, or whatever. So I did 3 of them. But what I'm saying is the art to this is like I actually like studied people that were doing this like before, like
Facts.
the Howard Sterns, like shit, even like I said, just like Angela Lee, Charlamagne, Wendy Williams, like
Joe Rogan,
Joe Rogan's, like just all the famous people that done broadcasting, radio and stuff like that. Like I looked at that and I'm like, okay, like not in the sense of I'm going to emulate that style, but also it's like, all right, now I got to figure out how I'm gonna do my twist.
All of these people have great eye contact. All of these people have great inflection in their voice. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the things where, I'm going to steal this guy's logo and throw my name on it. It's like, what makes these the top of the crop? You know what I mean? What makes them the top?
Exactly.
It's certain things that you can find across the board. Obviously, you're going to have your outliers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's natural. That's just statistics.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, at the top, all of these people are doing something right, whether it be clear video, crisp audio, like I said, good eye contact, great guests, great stories. There's something that they're doing right that you can definitely digest and then spit back out on your podcast.
And they're making the guests feel comfortable.
That is
like you said, also with the eye contact, also listening to what they're saying.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm like, when the guests are on, I'm listening to what they're saying. Then it's like, all right, I hold on to a key point. And then, all right, let's build on to what you just said right there. You see what I'm saying? And also, too, like for me, I felt it was more organic when I don't come with the topics. For me.
Okay. I see
for
what you're
me.
saying.
Because.
Well, that's because of your experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't say, everybody do not do
I was
that.
about to say, like, that's why I said for me. But hold on, but this is the other part, though. So I don't have so much as topics written down, but I looked at you enough to know in my head what I want to ask.
You have an idea of where you want to go. Take the conversation.
Exactly.
More than.
And however, yes, I might refer to something from the phone or whatever. So there is some type of note or whatever. But I'm saying as far as like.
You're not freeballing it.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm like, it's well thought out. Like this is not like to make it clear, it's well thought out.
Yeah.
However, though, like I'm not doing the whole, all right, I'm going to write down, so where were you born at? Why do you smile? Left shoe or right shoe first. Like I'm not doing like the written down where you could tell it's literally scripted.
And I think that makes your podcast that much better. You know what I mean? I don't want to say better as opposed to something else. I just better as a conversation because a lot of people are expecting, you know what I mean? Question. You know what I mean? And it's more like we're going to give you conversation and then continue the conversation as we would with anybody else.
Exactly.
And then dive into what you got going on. You know what I mean? Relate that back to what's going on in the world.
But somewhere in there, I'm going to find something where I know you can talk about.
Facts.
And I'm going to pour that out of you.
Based off of what you've been saying.
Exactly.
Or what you've been doing.
Exactly. And then what I had to realize too, with a lot of guests come through, they're like nervous because they don't know.
Yep.
Like, so I understand for them wanting to know what I'm gonna ask or what I'm gonna ask of them. But you keep in mind though, when you do come on, like I in a sense have some type of background on you, or I know the conversation I want to have with you, or I'm gonna ask you
Feds
something.
Watching.
Yeah,
it's like nah.
Come like the CIA in this bitch.
Word. I mean, but honestly, if you're a guest, you will want the host to know something about you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Don't come up here saying my name wrong.
All right,
you know what I mean?
so I gotta admit, it was just one episode where I didn't know nothing about the dude.
That's honest.
Like nothing
That's
about
honest.
the dude. Then when he came on the podcast, I still didn't know nothing about the dude.
Bro, that's hilarious.
And X know who I'm talking about too.
Oh,
X
no.
know exactly what episode that is too.
You said we sat here for 30 minutes. You added absolutely nothing to my life.
Like zero, bro. Like I left that episode so confused. Like I was like, huh? But some might say, well, you wasn't prepared how you usually prepare.
There you go. Because he might have had a gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Angelique should be bornest person in the world. She'll find something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's if you're being a journalist, if you're being a host, that's your responsibility. Yeah. It's your show.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's your show.
However, though,
if the chip is stale,
So when I do what I need to do, even if it's right before the episode, or if I'm asking you in question behind the scenes of what it is or whatever the case may be, to get the gist of what's going on, and then I hear it and I'm like, okay, we gonna figure it out. Like we gonna kind of build into whatever it is. But then when I get you on the episode and then I'm asking you things, and then your points don't make sense. It's a little confusing. Like that was the only time.
Well, you gotta remember also, because you gotta remember that first time you got in front of a mic.
He begged for this. He begged for this.
But still,
like,
just because when we were little, we used to beg for shit, and then your parents would be like, bro, like, no. Like, I'm not getting you that. And then they get it for us, and then we fuck it up, and it's like, oh, now we get it. That's how you gotta be. You're a host.
And
you control it.
And I would say, yeah, lesson learned in that situation. But however, though, like for me, what I'm trying to get, like it literally does not match what I'm asking. So it gets confusing after a while. I'm like, all right, like, so is this a nonprofit? Is this the business? Like, because what I'm hearing right now, it's confusing. And then I wasn't the only one on the show. I had somebody with me too.
Not y'all both bewildered.
Like, and that person is confused too. So I wouldn't say that was a bad episode, but I literally,
it's a learning experience.
It was definitely a learning experience, like 100%. Like, but then also too, I've had episodes where they've gone well. Like, we didn't have the funnest episodes. Nice. We laughing, cracking up, doing the whole thing, or whatever the case may be. But then we had the times where it's like shit didn't save, shit crashed,
technical difficulties.
Like, whatever the case may be, that's
looking at us crazy.
That happened, but also is also being able to know how to pivot in those situations and knowing how to move and maneuver, because a lot of people end up getting this far and then they'll get stuck and then say fuck it,
stagnant.
Like, because like I said, I done had the days where I'm like, man, I ain't about to do this shit no more. Like, this shit is getting crazy. Like open the program and shit all jumpy.
Yeah. Not want to open. I can't see my videos. I don't know what my flash drive is. Music's not right. Like, just want to throw my computer out the wall, through the window. You know what I mean? Like, punch a wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta take a step back, come back to it.
And that's what I realized, because sometimes when you too engulfed in what you're doing, sometimes you need to come out and breathe.
Right.
Like, you need to like pull away from it a little bit and be like, all right, you know what? Let me reset. Like, because the times where I'm like, damn, like this shit, I love what I'm doing, but I'm like, yo, fuck, like,
it's getting a bit much.
Yeah, like I'm like, you know what?
I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, like I'm doing a whole load. Like, I ain't gonna say how I edit the videos, but like that process. That process when I'm doing that is crazy. Like you gotta know me to know how I do that.
Hey.
Like, but I'm like, it's just like finding that motivation though when this does get hard is to being consistent. And also, I want people to stop looking for that instant gratification for what you're doing. Like, I want to remind people,
it's a hard ass, bro.
Like, I know because we have these motivational people that push the wrong message to people. Like, I understand you're trying to make me get up and move and this, that, and third or whatever, but everybody don't respond well to you cursing or yelling.
Word.
But just talk to me. Second, I understand you're trying to make me feel bad for laying on a couch. I understand that. Cool.
No, wait. That is a great point that Dex brought up right there. Bro, stop yelling, bro.
Like,
stop yelling at me, bro. We can't even get past that.
Like, some people don't respond well to that. Like,
stop yelling.
I don't learn well with you just yelling at me, because now I'm kind of more frustrated. Like, yo, bro, like,
about to boom bop you, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro,
relax.
Like relax. Like, it's okay. You feel me?
Like, why are you mad at me? I'm not mad at myself. Why are you mad at me?
Yeah, bro, just feel me. Like, just give me some gems. Let's just, like, do the whole thing and move on. Like, but also too though, like, what I realized though with people that like motivate people, it's like, yo, that might work for you. So instead, you kind of need to coach people or find their niche, like,
exactly,
you
for themselves,
and then give them the game that way, because you giving out that game to just a bunch of people and like, yo, apply this. Like, no, you need to figure out what each person is good at. But also too though, that was my whole thing. It was just the yelling, like you yelling at the screen and you feel me, you coming crazy at the phone and then posting it and then think I'm like, nah, you feel me? But I understand that might work for some people. That might get them off their ass. that might make them go run or whatever the case may be.
Maybe if I'm playing a sport, maybe.
Like, I ain't like that shit in sports. Like,
Nah, you definitely did.
I ain't like that shit in sports, bro. Like,
But you ain't gonna yell at me like that.
yeah. You know the times I done bucked up at the
Get your ass over here.
Hey, but you know the times I done made Zay run because of my attitude. Hey,
The good old days.
hey, well, your boy gonna run now. Hey, because of you. Hey. You know the times I done told Delesio, get out my face. Hey.
Oh, not Delesio. Oh,
Hey, bro, if you don't
man.
leave me alone, yo. Hey.
That's a name right there.
Hey, nah, for real, yo.
That's local talk. That's local
Yeah, if you know, you know. But now also too, and like I said, just for people like I said, when you out here finding your audience and what you got going on, like just let it happen. We all know the saying, home base is gonna click on once you start getting love from other places.
Yep.
Like we know how that go. Like that's just what it is. But keep pushing in whatever it is that you got going, because for me some days I'm like, damn, I ain't. Like I got caught up in the numbers and the why aren't people doing the whole thing, because now I was putting too much energy into that instead of just doing what I'm doing.
Your
just keep doing
shifted,
it.
yeah.
I was worrying about the wrong things.
Yep.
I'm like, just let me focus on what I got going on, and then I'll be good from there. But also,
I'm gonna say this for Dex, because I know you're not gonna say this. Yo, stop sweating my boy, bro.
yeah, bro.
Yo,
Like,
stop sweating my boy.
I saw the
bro.
first message,
Bro, it's crazy,
Hey,
bro.
I saw it.
Cause he be telling me. Cause he be telling me. He be like, bro, like my phone is not stopping right now. I'm
Like-
like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Just put it to the side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just put it to the side. Like, he can't even focus on one message and he getting another message.
Yeah, bro.
You feel me? So like, yo, y'all gotta relax a little bit. You know what I mean? Business hours, try business hours. You know what I mean? You might be able to get some more popping in. You know what I mean? If you know him, maybe do it a different way than coming through the DMs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you know him.
Because now I'm like, bro, why are you messaging
Like,
me?
I know you, bro. Like, like, why are you not hitting me up? Like,
I'm like, bro, what? Like, but then another way that I felt that was dope was somebody that I did know. They reached out to me via email.
ooh, we check emails over here.
Like,
We
yeah,
check emails over
so,
here.
like we
Just so you know,
we do the whole
running
little
business.
thing. Yeah, we do the whole little thing.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, but they reached out via email, and I was like, okay, this is different.
That stood out.
Yeah,
That stood
but
out.
even though I had their number and we could have just called each other or whatever, but it just felt more organic and right.
And you also know what time they're on.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nobody sending the emails pulling up about to get faded, unless obviously
Yeah.
it's their publicist. You know what I'm saying? But like on the level we're at, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna come here on no bullshit time. You know what I'm saying?
No,
if they
no.
send the emails,
exactly, bro.
and if you do, you're a heathen.
Yeah.
And it's okay, you know what I mean? Because it's sometimes you need that.
That's
But like,
just you. Like,
just keep that in mind.
That's how you give it up. Like, also too, like if you reach out and then we do set to do the episode or whatever the case may be, I understand things happen. You feel me? I understand
Word.
people got shit going on or whatever, but it's like, yo, if you kind of know you're not coming, just say so. That's okay.
Please.
Like, I'm like, we can always read, but if I can tell you just on some bullshit, you mess it up for the other people
Facts.
that want to get on.
And I'm coming, please, bro, because I be
Like-
lugging this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like people understand it's like
Be moving this equipment.
we're meeting at a certain location to do this and setting up a lot. Like we're doing a lot in the process. So I understand things happen. I get it. We shit just randomly.
Yeah, we're not sweating you.
Like, but if you beg me, I wouldn't say beg, but you ask me a couple times to get on, and then we finally make it happen, and then something that you could avoid, you don't avoid. Come on, man. Because some of the excuses I get be like, this don't even make sense,
Bro, I'm not your mom, I'm not your girl, and I'm not your boss, bro. Like, you don't gotta give me those excuses, bro.
It's not work. I'm not paying you. Hey, I ain't
I don't
doing none of
need
that. Hey, like, you feel me? Cause I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, but
Facts.
I also, cause like I said, we prep for this. Like, this isn't just like we said, no janky shit. Like, we actually put in effort to what we got going on. We spend time and money and energy into what we love to do.
Facts.
Like, so it's always gonna go on. So, and don't feel bad. Like on the if we
yeah.
do cancel and we figure it out, don't feel bad. Shit happens. You feel me? But it's the ones that
We're not
give it-
holding it against you.
yeah, but the ones with the bullshit excuses and whatnot, it's like, come on, man. Like now we never gonna do it. Like,
honestly, yeah.
like, and then I love
Too
the
many
ones.
people in the world.
I love the ones where it just happens.
Word.
The episode just happened.
Just pop up.
Like you know what, yo, you want to do it one real quick? All right, yeah, cool. Like I love the guests that talk.
Yeah, stop. Yo, dog guests. Dog, bro.
You about to get it.
All dog guests, stay home.
Like, if you know you don't talk and you know you're not that, come on,
It's
man.
not going to happen in front of a camera and a mic.
Because you really going to feel away. You really going to feel nervous.
Because we going to be over here with inside jokes,
Yeah.
laughing away.
Having-
and it's possibly maybe at you,
Like-
but it's not going to be abruptly at you.
You just going to be sitting there on
Looking
camera looking
goofy.
crazy. Like, why he looking like that? Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, like,
Looking crazy.
like, if that's not you, that's okay. Like, you see what I'm
Again.
saying? Like, but also too,
Might be able to have you call in. You know what I mean? We might have
I
something down the
was just
pipe
about
we
to
can
say
pull
that.
up.
I was just about to say that. We do the call-ins. We've done that before too. Like, we have people call in. We have people, like I said, randomly pop in while we doing an episode.
Yep,
Like,
you don't have to be here the entire time. That's
yeah,
another thing.
Like, that's okay. And always in the beginning, I always said when this podcast was started off, if you didn't want to be anonymous, you can do that as well.
Facts.
Like, I could just be sitting here. You could be right there, not on camera, voice distorted, telling your story.
Facts.
Like, that episode will go. Because now people are like, who the hell was that?
Who was that? We don't know.
Hey.
He just told you. Listen.
Yeah.
Who was that? Listen.
Listen.
Turn up the volume.
No,
Like,
for real.
what, bro?
So you can be anonymous as well. Like
Yep.
that's also, and like I said, to bring it back to like this show, like I said, it's based off first time experiences. No matter what it is that you do, no matter what you got going on. Like, I was watching one clip where we was like, also too, like, if you come with a story, that shit better be novel worthy.
Better
Like,
be-
that shit better be like
Popcorn ready.
Hey, you feel me? Because we
Shit better be what is it called? Damn, I forgot the structure of it. It's like the facts that go up and then the
oh yeah,
climax and
yeah,
then
the
come
little chart,
down.
the little charts and shit.
I need
Yeah,
that. I need
yeah.
a story like that.
Yeah. You feel me? Because once again, I know that you have it in you, but if you gonna be all scared and not want, this ain't for you.
This ain't for you.
This ain't, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
Hey,
I was
you
just
see, I'm
saying,
about to
that's
say,
okay.
That's okay. Like, everybody don't need to do this, and also too, real quick, for the people that are getting into podcasts or whatever the case
Right.
may be, man, do what work for you.
Yep.
Like, I know we done said how to do this, how to do that, but build yourself up to that.
Mm-hmm.
Spend a couple dollars every paycheck.
YouTube University free
YouTube, but they show you how to start a podcast for cheap,
for cheap.
and it'll be good.
Yep.
Like, it might not be this, but it'll be something.
It'll be something that you can start. You can hang your hat on, and you can start having guests. You know what I mean? Being proud of. Get
whole-
to work.
The whole thing, you know me. So, but yeah, so that was pretty much it, though. I ain't really want to say too much more to y'all or whatever. But like I said, it's just when you reach out to us, man, go ahead.
And before we go out, bro, yo, shout out to all the people behind the scenes, bro. I know it'd be mad people behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Just coming from, you know what I mean, my experiences of being behind the scenes, FTE Podcast and doing all the other different things that I do. You know what I mean? Having the privilege of working with Nimi Hendrix, having the privilege of being on certain TV sets. Just, it's a lot that goes in behind the scenes, bro. And I respect all those people, whether it be an AC, whether it be a director, whether it be a sound guy, whether it be the people that build those crazy sets for Marvel. Like, all of that is
The writers for things,
the
even
writers,
though they on
yeah,
the
they got
writer's
the
strike.
writer's strike, bro.
Right.
Like, you don't realize how important writing is until writers are on strike, and you're like, yo, what
Shit's
kind
ass.
of dialogue
Like,
is this?
This shit is mad predictable.
All that stuff, bro. Shout out to all y'all, bro, because y'all are definitely
Yeah,
needed.
nah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Whether it be entertainer lawyers, promoters, like all of it,
All
bro.
of it.
Because it doesn't work. It's all a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can work if I can't get a spot to shoot a music video. Nothing can work if I can't get a certain light from a certain team or a certain audio equipment from a certain team. You know what I mean? I
All
appreciate
that count.
all of y'all. I appreciate the community that's behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
because
I want everybody.
y'all don't get enough credit.
It's a nice little community.
Like,
you know what I mean?
like, but people forget, like, y'all make the final product look what it is.
They be
Like,
thinking at the front end, the
Like-
what people see is like that's it. It's like, no, bro, that's half of it, maybe.
like,
Depending on what we're talking about.
and also too, like, I started appreciating the behind the scenes when we started messing with like lights.
Lights.
Like,
Yep.
when we started that a couple years ago, I realized, I'm like, oh, this is really something I need to start paying attention
Yeah,
to.
bro. Tidbit
Like-
to everybody doing the thing, bro. Like them newer lights that y'all be buying for like 100, 150, $90, 180. Bro, it's cool lights. You know what I mean? You should be able to get what you need to get off of for a starter. But you're gonna have to get past that. You know what I mean? Because you can't do what you need to do, what you want to do, how you want it to look. It's not going to hit. But again, for anybody starting, start there. But if you want to make an investment, you're gonna have to start looking at different companies. You know what I mean? Aperture, GVM. Like there's companies that do this work and that have perfected it.
Yes.
And you could trust them that even if it's a what do they call the base model, like even if it's a base model, like
something, whatever
you'll be all right. You know what I mean? I know I went on a little tangent. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
but,
and
shout out to them people.
And for me, on the flip side of that, it's like if you on camera and you the talent, like be cool with the people behind the scene. Like like talk to them, know what they're doing, know what's going on, so you can know like how to make their job easier.
Because they may be able to put you on
to some exactly.
They may be able to put you on. You know what I mean? I was able to put on somebody that did. I forgot who it was. Somebody that did makeup.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and it was like, how did I do it? Oh, I saw hair person get my hair done. Saw a person do a makeup. I was like, yo, there's mad different lanes for that. If you know what I mean, if you want to step into the entertainment, I know, because I know you could be a personal makeup artist. You know what I mean, fly wherever, but you could also be, you know what I mean, costume makeup artist.
It's
people got different cuts on their face. You see that on CSI and different stuff like that.
That's all makeup.
A lot of this stuff, and when you get into podcasting, if you want to do podcasts and not necessarily be in front of the camera, learn about the other things. Learn about the other
shit to do.
There's so many other things you could do. You could be great at. You know what I mean? Like, but again, that's me just wanting better for people. You know what I mean? And knowing that these skills, there's skills out there that people are applying to their everyday jobs that can be applied to this. Yeah. And it may be at first hard to translate it, but bro, it could be done. It could be done.
Also, to your point, like people always think that they have to be the main talent when you could just be part of the. Don't
gotta be Jordan.
The cast or the set. Like Jordan is Jordan for a reason. Kobe is Kobe for a reason. You see what I'm saying?
Help, though.
Like
it's a 5-man game. Like, 6-7-man game. You talking about the bench?
But and that's what I'm saying. So in those cases, like sometimes like you just might be good at holding the camera. You just might be good at lights. You might see shit better than that. So sometimes you always don't need to be in front of or the main person in whatever it is that you're doing. Sometimes you might not be the best rapper. You might be the best producer. Hey, that's just what it is. Like,
I was just watching some show, bro. Like it was some dumb too. Growing up hip hop.
Oh yeah.
Growing up hip hop. There was one dude on there, I can't remember his name. But he is just he's like one of them weirdo dudes. Like he gonna do weird stuff, it's like he gonna be like, I was the first one to do it, so like people should give me my credit. And it's like, bro, but you don't got no swag, so like you could be the first, last, middle. It don't matter. No one's gonna look
acknowledging that. Nobody's acknowledging that.
All right, so it's a group. You know what I mean? Saw Pepper's daughter, one of them. Okay. It's her man. You know what I mean? So they had like a little group. You know what I'm saying? Young shit. You know what I'm saying? But the real talent is Pep's daughter. And she also has the stain because it's Pep's daughter. And that's what's the name's daughter from Naughty by Nature. I can't think of But so to the point where she starts growing up. But keep in mind, she loves her man, and he be making the music. Like he be producing, making the tracks, making a little directing her on how to reflect on the track. So I'm like any other normal person, you know what I mean? Especially in the entertainment industry, it's like, bro, you don't gotta be on stage, bro.
Yeah.
If there's a job for you, producing.
That's it.
You're good.
You're good at that.
Don't. He's like, but nobody ever wants to see me rap. I was like, bro, did you not hear Last Call Kanye? Like they didn't want to hear Kanye rap either.
Exactly.
They didn't want to hear none of the Jesus walks either.
None of that shit.
But he got in there with the beat. Jay was like, all right, I need these beats. Keep them coming.
Yep.
And then eventually it's like, all right, you got enough stain to where. All right, why not? Let's put Ye on a couple tracks.
Now.
That's how you find your end. You know what I mean? Get really good at that. Get really good at that thing, bro. And then you could do whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
But people have to want you. They gotta need you. Not even want you. You gotta have people need you.
Yeah, you have to do something where it's like, yo, I need him.
I need that.
Like, you created something where it's like, yo, I can't do that without him, or I need him to do this. Like,
And if I try to get it somewhere else, it's gonna be dumbed down. So I need him to do it.
because he knows how
Or she. I don't want to be.
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
yeah,
he,
yeah.
she, they.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, that
you with.
person.
They need you to do whatever because you work well with whatever they had going on their system.
Them Swiss Army knives, bro. I've come to understand, coming from even my background of being a Swiss Army knife. Like,
Yep.
bro, eventually once you get to a certain point, that person that's looking for those jobs, all the 5 jobs that you can do, they rather have 5 different people that are professional in all 5 of those jobs.
Exactly.
Versus a person that could, I mean, if you're cutting costs, obviously, yeah, that comes down
that
the
makes
pipe.
sense.
But if you had all the money in the world, why would you pay one person to do it?
To do
when
everything.
you can have a person that does colorists. He does color very well. Lighting, he does lighting very well. He does direct. That's why you have roles on the movies and different things like that. Because these different people are really good at their specific job. And when it all comes together,
it's fire.
it's fire.
You get the Black Panthers. You get all the Marvel movies.
You get first time experience.
Yeah, you
feel me?
get this. You feel me? And also too, like what I said, what I realizing is paying attention to behind the scenes, paying attention to the people that's making a product final, but also too, it's like you said, they have people that make clips for them.
Yep.
They have people that post the clips for
All
them
they do.
once the clips are made. Like, that's their job.
That's their job.
Like they that's what they do. They wake up, they like, yo, I'm about to edit this, I'm gonna do that. But they don't shoot anything though. They might just edit.
Stop trying to keep up with these people.
Like, yeah.
Stop trying to keep up with these people. You're not them.
And we found our lane, what works for us.
Yep.
It's like, yo, I'm not chasing after that. I'm gonna work my way to that, but I'm
Exactly.
not on some, oh man, I need to get there right now. No, we're gonna get to that. Like, 'cause certain things we might not be ready for, and we need to do this step before we get to that.
Yep. No side steps, no back steps. Just keep going forward.
That's it. We need to, you know what? Like I said, let me accomplish this, then I'll get to that step. You see what I'm saying? Oh, also too, shout out Disruptive Nature and Apparel with the new drop. He just hit me today with the new drop.
Oh yeah, hard.
Yeah. We got the
Hard.
the hats
got
too
the
included.
disruptive nature in the white. You know what I mean? Water on the world.
Yeah.
The world is yours.
So go hit that link in the bio for Disruptive Nature and Apparel. They'll be tagged on the post, link in the bio for them, and so with that being said,
Get at you, bro.
yeah, we out.
If you need a music video cooked up, get at
Yeah.
your boy KC.
Yeah, he there for you. You feel me?
I'm here now.
You need some videos edit, just send it to him. He don't need to pull
Let
up.
me know, bro.
Just send it to him. You feel me? He gonna send it right back.
Bro or sis.
Hey.
You know what I mean? I love all my peoples.
You feel me? But on that note, yeah, we out.